Last month, I went completely off the grid and took a vacation 7 days. No cell phones, no emails, no text messages. Just me and my family out there enjoying life. I had no contact with my business whatsoever. So when I returned, my business generated over $12,000 in that span without me touching a single machine. Most ATM owners are chained to their business, but I built a system that my machines literally print money whether I'm there or not. By the end of this video, you'll understand the exact system that I built that allowed my ATM business to run 100% with or without me. I'll show you the actual processes, contingency plans, and team structure that will allow me to walk away completely with allowing me to make 5 figures. So in Chicago, we have an amusement park called Great America over Six Flags. It was bought years ago by the Six Flags company, what we all call Great America in the city of Chicago. So I'm in the park with my family. I basically just took a half a day off so I can spend that half a day with my family at the park. Now we get in line for amusement ride, and what happens is the phone rings. The sign, we just passed the sign, says 45 minutes to get on the ride, and the phone rings. I figured, you know what, I'm gonna be here for a little while. I can take this phone call, couple-minute phone call. I started taking the phone call, and it's a customer claiming that they haven't got the reports from the last month. Where's the reports? I said, I can't, I'm in line, I'm at the amusement park with my family. I can't look at it right now. I don't have access. I can see that you got the reports, but I don't know what emails went to, and I can't verify that they went anywhere. And then we have a 45-minute discussion, loud discussion on where are the reports, and I'm supposed to get the reports, and I feel cheated, and I'm like, what are you talking about? We've been doing business for years. You can't be cheated. The reports, I'm sure they went, just like they go every month, but I can't check it because I'm in line with my family at the amusement park to get onto the roller coaster. Went back and forth for 45 minutes, and to the point where I said, I'm sorry, I can't do anything right now. When I get in the office tomorrow morning, I can check to see where the reports went, but I have to hang up the phone because I'm literally getting on the ride. Proceeded with the argument, and I'm like, I'm sorry, and I shut the phone off. That's it. Shut the phone off the rest of the day. I didn't want my wife giving me a stink eye look about how I'm trying to be with the family and be in business at the same time. So shut it all down. The next morning, for conclusion, I looked, the emails went, the reports went to the same place. It's been going for months, if not years. What I found out is that person put a heightened spam on their emails and it went to spam. I told them to check. They didn't check during that phone call. And so called the customer, said, this is where they went. Here's the reports again. Then the customer apologized. He said he was been drinking, which I knew when they were on the phone, and everything worked out. But he just taught me a valuable lesson. Look, you're with your family. I needed to create a system that I could be with my family and the ATM business still making money. I needed to develop that so I can have a little sense of being away from the business, but still continue to make money. So that's when I developed the ATM Freedom Framework. This system took me years of trial and error as I tested different approaches that allowed me to remove myself from the day-to-day operation while the ATM business continued to grow. Creating a passive income ATM business isn't about finding magical no-maintenance machines, but by systematically eliminating single points of failure and creating robust processes for every potential scenario. So what I found out, including myself, is ATM owners remain unnecessarily involved in the day-to-day operations of their ATM business when they get to a certain level. So hold on for just 1 second. We're going to do the question of the day. I ask you a question and you answer in the comment section below. So here's the question. Those of you who are in the ATM business, tell me how many times you have gotten a stink eye or a dead stare from your significant other because you answered the phone during your dinner or during an event with the family that you thought was critical that really wasn't critical. Tell us that story. I've gotten it probably hundreds of times before I applied this principle. All right, let's get back to the video. There's 4 items to this principle: cash management, technical support, location, relationship management, and team structure. So cash management. One of the things we do is we pull historical data from the past 18 months of how much the cash we went through in each, what I call collection period. And if you're starting with new, then we start looking at trends of other locations that look just like this location, but maybe aren't exact. Then what we also do is we talk to the location owners about any upcoming events that are going to take it and have a spike in cash. Maybe they have a party, maybe they're doing a festival, something that would take it out of order. Now for most convenience stores, liquor stores, you're just looking at those spikes are going to come when benefits come out maybe first of the month or the 15th of the month. Sometimes they're different depending on your state. That would be a spike if it's a new location. If you've been in a location for a long time, you'll see those anomalies or those spikes. And we allow for those spikes. We have, let's say, a fishing tournament that I know is every first week of February. That's a big deal in a couple locations. So those are going to be spikes. The more you get a handle on those scenarios, the more times you will not run out of cash, and you will understand how your ATMs function. The other thing you do for cash principles is you put on alerts. So then you can start to see, you'll get an alert. Hey, when it hits this threshold, now we know that we will still have to go out there, but it won't be your hair on fire deal. It'll be like, okay, I know I'm going to have to go out there sometime today or tomorrow because of this situation. But this allows you to have ample amount of time and keep your business running smoothly. But here are the items that I found that are necessary to minimize your technical support, even when I was doing it myself, is we update our software every 6 months, twice a year. But we only update to a stable software. So every time GenMega, Gnarly Shosung, those are the two brands we use mostly, they come out with software upgrades to fix bugs and patches in their ATM. We just put it on a few ATMs and test that. When we decide that it's a stable software and it doesn't create other problems, then we upgrade the whole route to minimize our exposure from other challenges that were in the ATM. That's one of the things we do. The other thing we do with technical is I keep track of rejects. Always keep track of rejects per stop. So what happens is when I see that the rejects per stop, they're 2, 3, 4 every collection period or every time we fill the ATM, then it's time to rebuild that dispenser. Take that dispenser out. I keep spare dispensers, and then we put a new dispenser in or a rebuilt dispenser in there to minimize any service calls, because if you keep getting rejects, then you could literally have hundreds of dollars in the reject, and then you could run out of cash. Also, it creates service issues for jams. So we do that all by keeping track of the rejects. Once you keep track of the rejects, you can see patterns, and when you see patterns, you can proactively do maintenance for your ATM that will minimize your service calls down the road. And last but not least, we made a big significant change from using stores or the location's internet to using our own. This was a little bit of a costly endeavor. Now it's not so costly, but how much did I minimize my service calls by? The store would switch the internet would go out, and I had service calls, but basically it was their internet out, or they switched providers. By going to wireless, this helped us minimize those service calls for connectivity. Location relationship management. This is a big one. Now, this is an area that I like to specialize in or do, but we do have another team member who also does this in case I have something else I don't want to do it. So this person, what they do is they go out and visit with the location, they just check in, or they call them up and say, hey, I was just checking in to see how you guys are doing, everything fine, what's running. And in that time or that conversation, what you also do is you check on, are they opening up any more stores? Do they have anything that's new going to happen? Maybe they're going to close their store and they're going to go somewhere else, or their cousin or brother or aunt or uncle, somebody else is going to do a location. This helps grow your business by just having some communication. Also, if there's any fires or their hair's on fire or they're pissed off about something, you can minimize that by just having a conversation. It goes a long way. Team structure is last but not least. So I've been in business for over 25 years, and through the process, we've built a substantial team that helps with a lot of these challenges and everybody, but it didn't happen overnight. It took years to develop a good team. We've added and subtracted numerous amount of people through our ATM journey. We've had team members for filling ATMs, servicing ATMs, doing installation, and office staff, talking to the customer, making sure that all the reports go to them in a timely fashion. Also boarding machines. We're an ATM ISO, so we're constantly boarding ATMs. Just for you guys just starting out in business, we constantly board new ATMs. The truth is I love this business. I love being in business. I love the ATM business, but I've learned years ago it's better to focus instead of the day-to-day operations, but creating systems that help run the ATM business smoother. The ATM Freedom Framework truly makes the ATM business passive and allows you to focus your energy on areas of business that you love or spend time with, or if you decide, hey, I just want to spend time with your family, it allows you to do this. So if you're thinking about starting your own profitable ATM business, I want to invite you to our free checklist entitled ATM Business Passive Income Checklist, the 5 things you need to know to start your profitable ATM business so you can have a clear roadmap towards ATM business success. You can earn between $250 and $1,500 in passive income every single month. If that sounds good to you, click the link down below and start your ATM journey today. Again, this is Phil from the ATM Mastermind group page. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel. Please join the ATM Mastermind group page for other tips and tricks and insider information. And we'll see you at the next ATM Mastermind video.